Nathaniel Mayer, I Just Want to Be Held versus T-Rex, Electric Warrior. 360 albums Tourney matchup for today. So, yesterday Bob Dylan's Time Out of Mind advanced, and I thought it might be kind of interesting to postulate which of these albums by Dylan would advance. I think he'd advance Nathaniel Mayer, although he's probably buddies with Mark Bolan of T-Rex, so he might advance T-Rex. But some of the songs on both of these I could hear Bob Dylan performing live in his current iteration. On Fat Possum Records, and it's from a gentleman from Detroit. He may have, may be watching down on us from heaven now, I don't recall. But what the biography said, it seems like he recorded and performed for 4 or 5 decades. There's only one album of his on Spotify, and it's this album. And it doesn't sound like most of the Fat Possum stuff I've listened to. I'd say this is more like rock and soul as opposed to the, Mississippi blues that I'm acclimated to hearing on Fat Possum. I think fans of Black Keys would really enjoy this. And one thing that's very interesting is the voice of Nathaniel Mayer. When he sings, it sounds like he's going to lose his voice at any minute. It's coarse and a bit gravelly at times, but he's always able to hit notes, and there's times where it's strong, and it can hit a variety of notes. So it's one of the more interesting voices. Prior to this matchup, the extent of my knowledge of T-Rex was I put out the Gong song, and that several times when I saw Ryan Adams in concert, he went on extensive spontaneous monologues that involved Mark Bolan of T-Rex. Also, it was dropped as a bit of an influence for Sturgill Simpson's Sound and the Fury. This was a very interesting album. This is a difficult matchup. I like both albums quite a bit. This T-Rex album, though, is a vibe. Reminds me of David Bowie more than anything else, but it also, like Chris Cornell would say, doesn't remind me of anything. But it's meditative. Love the tambourine work on the Motivator. I know that's an absurd thing to say, but I just loved how crisp the tambourine was, and it was imperfect, but it was still there and very easy to hear, and incorporates a host of horns as well in some of the songs. And Jeepster is 200% a song I could see Bob Dylan covering right now, and duck walking across the stage too.